Hey everybody, it's Mark, Dr. Deadwax, day 26 of the Inbox Challenge. Today's numbers were picked by stevieju. He picked 5 numbers, going to do 5 records. Thanks Stevie for picking the numbers and playing along. A little tired tonight, a little out of it. Family thing, out late, came home, had to clean and listen to 5 records, plus I'm cleaning a batch of 100 records for somebody, so it's like I'm married to the record cleaning machine. So I'll try and remember everything I was going to say. Lately I seem to be forgetting to say where I got things from. If I remember that I forgot, I try to put an annotation up there, like what I paid for it, where I got it, but I'm probably forgetting that I forgot, or remembering that I forgot to remember to forget. Anyway, first record is Spartacus, Triumvirat. Interestingly enough, I pulled a Spartacus a couple days ago. This is the album that follows the album I showed recently, which is called Illusions on a Double Dimple or something like that. This is a Canadian pressing on a purple label capital. And this has mastered by Capital Wally and the Deadwax. Not going to screw around tonight. If it doesn't pop, it doesn't pop. And it doesn't pop. Talked about Wally Traga, talked about Master by Capital Wally's before, so a lot. It's kind of the past 2 weeks theme almost. Every day there's a Wally. And that kind of goes to show how good Wally was, and it also kind of goes to show how easy it is to find records that sound really good if you read the Deadwax and take the time to look. So some people say that this is Triumvirat's best record, and Illusions on a Double Dimple is their second best. I think I like Illusions on a Double Dimple better than this. This is an excellent prog record, though. Just a couple things about it. I don't know, nothing specific. I can't quite put my mind to what it was that makes me like the other one more, but I think the other one just flowed better, and I think it was slightly proggier. Yet this is equally as proggy, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Next is a record I got from Glowing 00 Cabbage, Jeff. He sent me this as in a package that he sent me as a gift for getting him Blake's. Because he thinks that if he owes me, I'm going to ask him to kill somebody one day. I'm not. This is a best of jazz record, which is not something I'm really all that keen on. But, you know, it was a gift and it was free, and I love Freddie Hubbard. This is on the standard red Capital label. This is a really good greatest hits record. It flows really well. It's got some excellent track selections. I don't like the last track, Little Sunflower, that has vocals from Al Jarreau. I'm not a big fan of that. U.S. plates, New York stampers, so this record sounds really good. It's not, I mean, this record is from 1980, 81 maybe. So this should have, or 82, I don't know. It doesn't actually say when it's from. It just says when everything that's on it is from, but I think it's from 1980. So this should technically have the dreaded 2HD, 2HZ, 2H whatever snapper code on it and be made in Canada and just sound like crap. But these are U.S. plates. This sounds fantastic. This is a great record, Jeff. What the hell are you sending me this for? Portrait of Jenny has accompaniment by Dorothy Ashby. Gotta fucking love that. And Liquid Love is on here. Liquid Love is a great kind of jazz funk fusion album. So highly recommend that. Super Blue has vocals by Joe Henderson on it. Joe's a great tenor. I wasn't blown away by the vocal of him either. Way better than Al Jarreau's vocal track, though. But I tends to like my jazz instrumental, and I like my albums to be instrumental or vocal. I don't mind vocal jazz, but I don't, it's jarring when there's one vocal track on a jazz and an instrumental jazz record. I'd rather have the entire album be vocal. Then my head can get around it. This has an interesting flat cardboard, almost like a recycled cardboard look cover. Anyways, ultimately this is a winner. So, and a great addition to the Freddie Hubbard collection. So thank you very much, Jeff, once again. Most appreciated. Triumvirat came from a show for $1 or $2 tops. I mentioned that about the other. Anyway, here is a living stereo RCA Victor. This is highlights. Well, I'm sorry, of Giacomo Puccini's Tosca with Leontine Price, Giuseppe Di Stefano, Giuseppe Taddi, the Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra, conducted by Herbert von Karajan, and the Vienna State Opera Chorus. So there is a 2-record set of this that is on the TAS list, which is the Audiophile Society's list. I think that's what it's called. The Absolute Sound. That's it. Wow. I'm just making shit up here tonight. It's the Absolute Sound, and they've got a list of like the 100 or whatever best ultimate audiophile records you ever want to buy and listen to. And of course, you know, you want to own all the records on that list, and you want to buy them all for $1 because they sell for stupid money. There's a 2-record box set of this that's on that list that you know, it sells for like 80, 60, 80, $100 when it surfaces the 2. This is excerpts from that 2-record box set, and this sells for like $10. So, I bought this because it's a shaded dog. RCA Living Stereo Shaded Dog. Anything RCA Living Stereo Shaded Dog that hasn't had a car parked on it for 15 years in somebody's driveway, I buy. And there's an RCA Shaded Dog. Shaded dog means the dog is shaded, the area behind the dog. Living Stereo. These are worth money. This one's worth $10. These used to be worth a fortune. Like the Living Stereos 10 years ago, the Japanese were just buying them up at like ridiculous prices. Records that they were paying $300 and $400 for are now selling for like $25 on eBay. So I really enjoyed this. I'm kind of surprised. I thought to myself as I was listening to it, boy, I really wonder what they were saying. And then after I was done, I found this inside. And it has the words in the original language, and it has the words in English. So if I'd been a bit more on the ball, I wouldn't have said, gee, I got to find the words sometime. I would have actually been reading them and following along. But then I might have been singing along, and then the cats, and you know how that is. The cats and opera and hairballs and all. So this is not made with U.S. stampers, which is surprising because all of my other Canadian Living Stereo pressings are made with U.S. stampers. This is made with stampers cut at the RCA Smith Falls, Ontario plant. So I think that would date this to somewhere between. I didn't look up when this record came out, but this would date. The plates make me think it would date between 68 and 71. So 72. Maybe a little earlier. It's got a couple scratches on it that tick for 15 or 20 revolutions a couple times, but other than that, it's actually in nice condition, and the cover's got a little bit of ring wear, but overall it's in pretty sharp shape. You know, I got this free. You know, this is one of these free box of record finds. And you know, got rid of most everything in the box, but that was one of the ones I kept because of what that was. I think that's everything I got to say about that. Yeah, it is. Next up is Besnard Lakes, Casino Nanaimo. And I bought this off of eBay. And it originally came from Amoeba. Now I'll take the price tags off of everything. But I left the sticker on here because it was from Amoeba, because I want to go there and bring an inflatable bed and move in for a week and dig one time. And I later got the, I later met Jason, Olga, and the rest of the band at a show. They had me there as their guest, and they were fucking super awesome. And they invited me again. They were just in town a couple weeks ago, but I couldn't make it. But they invited me again as their guest, which was really sweet of them. And they signed this for me. And this is Casino Nanaimo, which is like a, this is like a 12-inch. It's got a really nice label too. And this is their Dark Horse, Burning Horse, or whatever kind of motif that they've been running with for a little while. And I really love this kind of little caricature logo that they've got going on. This is a good song. So it's two songs. Side one is Casino Nanaimo. I know how to say that. I'm just really tired. It also comes with a download card. Which I'm never going to use. The Casino Nanaimo is a new song that they've written. It's kind of about, you know, the kind of haze that takes over people in casinos. And then the other track that's on here is Devastation, which was off the album before this, which was Benson Lakes or the Dark Horse. And this is the original 2-track studio recording, live off the floor. So it's like 9 minutes of greatness. The record's recorded by Jace Lasek. He records all their music. He owns Break Glass Studios in Montreal, and he's recorded albums, I think, by maybe by Godspeed, but definitely by people in Godspeed. And people in Godspeed and the Silvermount Zion and Stars and different bands like that have played on different Besnard Lakes projects over the years. I love the Besnard Lakes. I really wish Jace would tone down his sound a little. When you crank this up, it distorts. It'd be nice if he pulled back and did some little bit of 70s soundscape mastering, because the music is just so beautiful and textural, and you can still be, you know, Black Sabbath were loud, AC/DC were loud, but you could still hear everything, and it didn't pound the shit out of your ears when you cranked it up. And it'd be nice, really nice, if these guys could incorporate classic mastering, because their music would stand the test of time. I'm not sure it will because of it. And of course, they're on Jaguar, so the vinyl's noisy and crackly in quiet spots, noisier than any other record I've shown tonight that I bought and got used. I paid like $7 or $8 for that off eBay. And the last record is Rush Permanent Waves. And this is a Canadian first pressing. How do we tell it's Canadian first pressing? Let's start with down here. Come on, focus. There. So Anthem Records, 12,261 Yonge Street. Still has to be that address, because Anthem, shortly after this, that address is no longer on this record. Also, the newspaper, you wanted to say Dewey defeats Truman. Now, Dewey spelled D-E-W-E-I. This is the classic front cover, I think, of the Chicago Sun or Times or whatever, where they printed the wrong election result. And so that paper objected to them doing this. So they changed the way Dewey was spelled. Come on, focus you. Sons of a bitch. So they changed the way Dewey was spelled. Subsequently, that headline's just gone. It's completely whited out. Also on the cover here in the back is the names of the boys. Lee, Pert, and Lifeson, done in Coca-Cola font. There's also a little bit of panty action there too. I wasn't showing you that, okay? Calm down. Do not say this was a naughty video. Coca-Cola objected to them having a Coca-Cola sign, so they used the band names instead of Coca-Cola. Now, subsequently, this headline vanishes. Now, I'm not entirely sure if there are actually pressings of this record with Coca-Cola signs and with the original spelling of Dewey. I don't know when Coca-Cola and Chicago or whatever objected to this stuff. I don't know if they were asked if it was okay and they said no before any were ever released, or if some were released and then they changed them because of the objections. One of the people that might actually know the answer to that question is this fella. See him there walk across? That is Hugh Syme. Hugh Syme is a Canadian graphic artist. He has done, I believe, every single Rush cover of their career. Might be every single Rush cover since Caress of Steel. I know he definitely did that. I think he's done every single Rush cover they ever have put out. He has been their go-to graphic arts guy since day one. So Hugh would know that whole story, but I don't know Hugh. He's Canadian, but I don't know every Canadian. Hugh has also done cover work for Dream Theater, Uriah Heep, Megadeth, Supertramp, Alice Cooper, Queensryche, Max Webster, etc., etc., etc. So, that's that. Now, this is the first Canadian pressing on Anthem. Just the standard. There is no sexy vanity label. Really disappointed there's no vanity label, guys. I mean, there was a vanity label for records before and after this. Why the hell wasn't there one for this? UK pressings. Track 2. Different strings. UK pressings, the original UK pressings, have a misprint on there. And track 2, Different Strings, is called Between Us. So if you're in the UK and you have this record, or you have a UK pressing, have a look and see if that's on there, because that would make it an earlier one. My God, 17 and a half minutes, I gotta hurry up. In the Deadwax, on one side of this is Ray's, and on the other side of this is Trident UK. I'm gonna give it 10 seconds to focus. If it focuses, it does. If it doesn't, we're done. Alright, that didn't work. Got to find a separate camera or something to do that with. Now, it seems like all the plates for this record. The reason why I bought this record is because it had Ray's and Trident UK on it, because my other copies don't. And I was like, it's weird that it has UK mastering on it, because I look at the Deadwax and I know that Trident UK and Ray's is, you know, that's mastered in the UK. And I thought, that's weird, because my other ones at home don't. So I bought it. And the rest of the story was revealed that this is like a first pressing. US first pressings use the Ray's Trident UK plates. UK first pressings use those plates. Canada, so the first batch of plates were made over there. So, I mean, I don't know. Do I need to say anything about the music on this? It's fucking Rush. It's great. You know? And this, unlike this, you can crank the shit out of this and it doesn't distort. And unlike the new Rush album, which is just fucking garbage. But I'm not going to go off on a rant on that. Okay. That's everything. Stevie, thanks for picking the numbers tonight, and everybody have a great day. Keep the record spinning. $8 at a show. $8 from a dealer.